Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On the Wednesday, June 25th episode of the Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa podcast, Lola Consuelos shared the best piece of fashion advice from her mom. Kelly Ripa, is there any piece of advice that I gave you when you were young that you thought was such bulls? And then you were like, oh my god, my mom was right. Ripa, 54. Asked her 23-year-old daughter, whom she shares with husband Mark. Consuelos, you've given me so many meaningful pieces of advice, Lola replied. One of them being, don't wear leggings as pants. That was amazing. Ripa then pointed out that she was breaking her own rule by wearing leggings during the podcast recording. I worked out, she explained. That's why. When it comes to non-fashion advice, Lola said that her mom taught her the importance of just being nice and respectful and kind. It's been really valuable, and I forget that a lot of people don't get that foundational advice that should be like a baseline of respect. Lola added, some people don't have that, which blows my mind. But it's amazing that you guys raised the boys and I so amazingly. Lola also reflected on an impactful piece of advice Ripa shared when she was really flustered over something a few years ago. You were like, I'm telling you, when you stop giving that flusterness attention, it will all fall into place. She recalled to her mom. And I stopped giving that thing in my head attention. And lo and behold, everything got into place. In April, Lola celebrated her anniversary with her boyfriend, Cassius Kidston, by sharing a sweet Instagram carousel packed with photos of the couple. Another year of pure magic, you're heavenly, she wrote in the caption of the post, which both of her parents commented on. Ripa wrote, while Mark, 54, commented, congratulations. Ripa and Mark first revealed that their daughter was dating a Brit in 2023 on Live with Kelly and Mark. The Riverdale alum said that Lola had started to have a strange little inflection in her voice after spending some time in London with her British boyfriend, to which Ripa corrected that their daughter spends all of her time in London. Lola, who is the middle child of the couple, 1 year older than Joaquin and 4 years younger than Michael, has mostly kept her relationship out of the spotlight. But she did share a tribute to Kidston last summer to mark his 25th birthday. 25 has never looked this handsome, she wrote in an Instagram caption alongside 10 photos with him. I'll never want to know a day without you. Ripa also commented on the post, writing of Kidston, happy birthday to the chicest of the chic. Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa airs Tuesdays at 5 p.m. ET on SiriusXM's Radio Andy channel and is available to stream. In an era where TikTok trends rise and fall before your morning coffee gets cold, it takes a discerning eye and perhaps a dose of maternal wisdom to navigate fashion's ever-evolving landscape. Just ask Lola Consuelos, the Gen Z singer-songwriter and daughter of talk show icon Kelly Ripa and actor Mark Consuelos. While she's busy carving out her own space in the music world, Lola also turns heads for her distinctive style, a blend of cool girl confidence and no-nonsense elegance. But even fat Gen Z 20-somethings can second-guess themselves when trends get a little polarizing. And that's exactly what happened when Lola found herself caught between her generation's obsession with a bold, controversial fashion statement and the timeless advice of her ever-stylish mom. It was the low-rise jeans. Lola confessed with a knowing laugh during a recent interview. Everyone was wearing them. All my friends, influencers, celebrities. I thought, okay, maybe I can pull these off too. But I was hesitant. The trend that divides a generation. Few items of clothing stir stronger emotions than the low-rise jean. For millennials, it conjures painful memories of early 2000s tabloid culture, visible thongs, and body-shaming headlines. For Gen Z, however, it's a statement of rebellion. A retro throwback with just the right mix of irony and sex appeal. I didn't know if it was empowering or just awkward, Lola admitted. I tried on a few pairs, but something just felt off. I needed a second opinion. So, she turned to the woman who's seen it all: red carpets, fashion weeks, and the daily style pressures of live television. Mom's advice was simple but amazing, Lola said, her eyes lighting up. She said, if you're going to wear something that polarizing, make sure it doesn't wear you. A lesson in style and self-respect at first glance. It sounds like something out of a Coco Chanel handbook. But Kelly Ripa's advice runs deeper than fashion. She told me, trends come and go. If you don't feel like yourself in it, you'll never really pull it off. Wear things that let your personality lead, not your insecurities. And honestly, that changed how I think about everything I put on. It's a philosophy Kelly has modeled throughout her decades in the spotlight, from her early days on All My Children to her current role co-hosting Live with Kelly and Mark. She's maintained a style that's chic without being trendy, flattering without being fussy. Mom always told me the best outfit is the one you don't have to think about once you walk out the door, Lola shared. If you're constantly adjusting it or wondering how you look, it's not the one. From fashion faux pas to fashion-forward, Lola decided to experiment with the low-rise trend but on her own terms. I found a pair that wasn't super low, kind of a mid-rise hybrid, she said. I paired them with a vintage cropped blazer and a silk camisole. It felt like me. And that's what Mom was getting at. It's not about following the trend exactly, it's about making it yours. The look, which she debuted on her Instagram, earned rave reviews from followers and fashion blogs alike. Effortlessly cool, wrote one commenter. This is how you do low-rise in 2025, said another. But Lola's favorite review came from her mom. She texted me, now that's how you flip the script. I mean, how cool is that? The fashion legacy of the Ripa Consuelos women, while Lola is clearly forging her own aesthetic path. It's impossible to ignore the impact Kelly has had, not just as a mom, but as a style icon in her own right. I've always admired how fearless she is, Lola said. She wore crop tops before anyone else. She wasn't afraid to pair designer heels with Levi's, and she taught me that confidence isn't about having the perfect body or following the trend, it's about owning your presence. Growing up in the Consuelos household meant constant exposure to wardrobe fittings, red carpet prep, and plenty of hand-me-down wisdom. I remember being like 10 and trying on one of her vintage Versace tops, Lola recalled. It was like playing dress-up in the coolest closet ever. But what stuck with me wasn't the clothes, it was how she carried herself, dressing for real life, not the algorithm in a digital age where likes often dictate style choices. Kelly's advice serves as a grounding force for Lowland for countless young women trying to find their voice through fashion. There's this pressure to be constantly camera-ready, Lola said, but Mom taught me to ask, would I wear this if no one was watching? Would I still love this outfit if it never made it to Instagram? It's an important reminder in a world obsessed with curated perfection. For Lola, authenticity is the new luxury. I don't want to wear what's popular. I want to wear what feels powerful, she said. And sometimes that means saying no to a trend even when everyone else is saying yes. Navigating the mother-daughter style dynamic, of course. Like any mother and daughter, Lola and Kelly don't always see eye to eye. There was this one time I wore platform Crocs, Lola admitted, cringing. Mom was like, are you going to the moon or just Whole Foods? They both laughed it off, but the moment underscored a recurring theme in their relationship. Playful honesty with a deep undercurrent of respect. She gives her opinion, but never in a way that makes me feel judged, Lola said, and she's usually right. Except about the Crocs. I still stand by those. Beyond the jeans, fashion is a mirror for Lola. The low-rise jean debate became something more than just a wardrobe decision, it became a lens through which she re-examined her relationship to trends, body image, and her own evolving identity. I realized how much we let clothes define our worth, she said. Like, why was I stressing over 2 inches of denim? That's not what makes me who I am. She credits Kelly with helping her keep perspective. Mom always says, you're not a hanger, you're a human being. Your clothes should elevate your spirit, not shrink it. That stuck with me. What's next for Lola? With new music in the works and a growing fan base drawn to her bold voice and candid social media presence, Lola is stepping into her own spotlight. Want my art and my fashion to reflect the same thing: realness, individuality, vulnerability, she said, and if I can inspire someone else to embrace who they are, even better. She's also not ruling out a potential fashion collaboration. Maybe something with Mom, she teased. A capsule collection based on generational style, how to remix timeless pieces for modern women. We'd call it Jeans and Jeans, she grinned. Okay, maybe that's cheesy, but you get the idea. Final word. Style is a conversation. If Lola has learned anything from her mother, it's that style isn't about dressing to impress, it's about dressing to express. She told me once, fashion is just another form of storytelling. Make sure you're the one writing the script. And Lola is doing just that: one trend, one outfit, and one